This is an update on Comptine d'entreté l'après-midi by Jan Tiersen. This is day 5 of my practice. At the moment I'm practicing one-handed a lot to get the accompaniment into my body and to focus on nice tones in the right hand in the melody line. So for the accompaniment, I'm practicing both versions, the 8th note version, which most people do on YouTube videos, and the official one where you hold a quarter note in the bass tones, which is done by all the freaks on YouTube. And I know why, because it really gives a lot of tension in my hand right now. I have small hands, and so the octave is quite big, and my 4th finger is not where it should be to easily touch the appropriate note. So I have to do it with my 3rd finger, and then I'm very tense in here. It's like a claw. So I'm practicing at a very slow pace to find those tiny little windows where I have half of a second time to relax the wrist again. So this is the quarter note accompaniment. And I think it is a lot easier to do it with 8th notes. Then it's like this, it's a lot more relaxed, but then you hit your index finger a lot stronger, and you shouldn't. So actually it should not be like this. But this one, the index finger should be a lot softer because it's not on beat. And this is really difficult to think about all that because my body is not doing what I want it to do. It's just happening. So I'm so glad that my fingers are on the right spot and that I hit the right key, that I do not have any capacity left to have the right dose of weight in my finger. So this is what I need to practice next. And I think also I like the sound of the more difficult version a little better, but the feel of it is really weird. It feels like a little sticky and glued to the keyboard. So I will practice both. The 8th note accompaniment for me, so that I can be able to play it at a decent pace in 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully. And the quarter note accompaniment to make my teacher happy. Because he really wants me to do this and to learn this. And because he's right, it is a little more beautiful. Yeah, so I do it, and I like challenges. With my right hand, I'm focusing right now a lot on the melody line and on touching the keys the proper way, and on wrist relaxation and on body movements. So I'm doing things like this. So a lot over exaggerated, but to train my body how the movement should be so that it can do it on its own a lot smaller once I put both hands together. Because as soon as I put both hands together, my whole brain is firing on getting all the notes right and on the timing, and there is no space, no single brain cell left for anything that's beauty or melody or breaks or dynamics or whatever. It's just hoping to survive somehow. Yes, I'm trying to cheat it or to train my body to do things on its own. And especially when you have this, the second part here where it's just like this. I like the weight shift, and this is all gone as soon as I put both hands together. So I would really like to focus on that, to train my body to do it on its own, because the tone is a lot more beautiful when you put your finger on the key and then press it down and then shift the weight back on the other key, than just hitting it. beautiful? No. That's beautiful, and it also feels a lot better. It feels like coziness and like a soft blanket. So I would like to learn that. Then I have to practice legato. So where do I want to have legato? Where do I want it to be a little bit more open, but not staccato? Something in the middle. And then there is this crazy fast part here. I'm over exaggerating this as well, especially the beat. I'm trying to find the one of every shape of 4, because this is where I have the bass notes in the left hand. And once I'm emphasizing these 1 beats, so 1, 2, 3, 4, it is a lot easier to get both hands together in the right rhythm. So I'm doing things like this. And so on. So you see, I'm striking every beat because then it's easier here. It's easier to get it all together, and then you can reduce it later. I'm doing it a lot slower also. To add more regularity to it and to get used to that. And then I am playing it both hands together at this very, 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 very low speed of 30 per 8th note. And that is how I do the playthroughs right now. Because it gives me a lot of time to think where my fingers should be and to concentrate on what's coming next. So I'm thinking about the chord progression, about the changes, and when I'm talking I cannot do it. I'm thinking about the chord progression, about the changes, about where my fingers should be, what is coming next. And I'm trying to prepare myself. And I'm trying also, when you play at slow pace, usually you realize that you will be playing wrong in just a half a second, and you have the time to stop playing wrong. So I'm trying to use this to my advantage and to stop, correct, and then play right, so that my body learns what is right and does the right thing a lot more often than the wrong thing. I hope that it helps. Probably I read this in some music forums, that you should reduce the mistakes you make and to do it right more often than wrong. all the time. So hopefully I can increase the speed over the next days and yeah, bring it together a little bit more. And I'm really excited how it goes. So see you in a couple of days.